started the ministry, we actually weren't right here. We actually started at the Home of Joy 5 years ago. And we started with Read for Life. That was our first program. God had placed Katanga on my heart, like a long, long time ago, because it was the first place I came for ministry. And then Robert used to walk through Katanga to go to university and the hospital. And so once we started to outgrow Read for Life at the Home of Joy, and so we started praying about, well, we need to find another place. So that's when we found the facility. It took us ages to find the place. There are days where I feel like, have we made any impact? When you walk around, they can feel like that. But then when you spend time with each individual person, you start to see, okay, yeah, we are really, lives are being changed. And just like people say, like you can go on the very far end of Katanga now, and there's like 20,000 people in Katanga. You know, you can go in the far end of Katanga and you can say something about the Imbuyu Foundation and they know what you're talking about. To individually interview all of the people that have been coming the last 5 years, that's when you really start to capture how lives have changed. The people that, you know, have been saved, the people that have, you know, had marriages restored, or that domestic violence has ended. You know, children that are now going to school that weren't going to school before. People that feel like they have a family that didn't have a family before. Even for our team, like we have this amazing team, but so many of our team don't even have great family support. But now they feel like they have a family. I never imagined that it would feel so much like family, or so much like a home when we're here. You know, people call us, you know, they call me Mama and Imbuyu wherever I am in the slum. Like I never imagined that it would be like that. And that's not any reflection on what I've done. It's a reflection on what God has done and what our team has done. And so when, like home visits, like when we go and do home visits for me and sitting in people's little tiny homes, or meeting with them for counselling or discipleship class, those are so important for me, because that's when I can actually be reminded that, you know, God is at work and we are being the light and the salt and all of those things. And but when I speak to the individual, the emotion is I want to keep going. I want to keep seeing lives transformed, and I want to see darkness pushed back. I guess that's it. I just want to see darkness pushed back and justice brought for other people. So our Read for Life program is our reading and literacy program for kids on Saturday and school holidays, and pretty much every other program flows out from that program. So we started with the Read for Life, but now there's the skills program, there's adult literacy. Now we have the cafe. Like this year we've started a cafe. I didn't ever kind of envision that happening. We've got this cafe now, and the clinic that's providing help to people as well. And like for me, actually, like the discipleship class starting this year is a huge one, because it's one, you know, we've been discipling people on an individual level, but to be able to disciple them in a more formal setting is just, yeah, really, really successful and just so exciting. People can sponsor a child. We have over 70 kids sponsored now, but we have like 300 kids on the waiting list. So that's a huge need. You know, the majority of the kids in Katanga, even if they do go to school, they're going to a poor quality school, overcrowded, poor resourced. So sponsorship completely changes the education story for kids. So this is a result of not Leah and Rob. It's a result of all the hundreds of people that are supporting us around the world. And of course, always goes back to God for that. If you just want to look at our products on Instagram, you can go to Imbuyu Designs. But otherwise, everything is the Imbuyu Foundation on social media.